tell us about the very fact that we're discussing the story set in Afghanistan. If you could tell us your initial thoughts when you were, since this is your first book, and it's a very critical choice, I think, picking a certain backdrop, because your characters, your twists, your turns, and everything gets based.
Well, I've always been a huge fan of chick lit. I mean, I've read tons of all the really good chick lit authors. Marianne Keynes, and I love the Shopaholic series, and I just devour any kind of book. And Bridget Jones was my real hero because I truly identified with her. But the problem I had with chick lit genre as such was the fact that it was always a bit, the women were a bit needy and they were a bit neurotic, and they had this quality about them that I just thought, you know what, I really want somebody who's feisty and who's heroic. I mean, silly and vulnerable, yes, and somebody who worries about the size of her bum, yes, but I was left sort of a bit cold by these women. So I thought, right, I really want to write about this heroic woman that is kind of a very modern in her ways, but at the same time she's very traditional, meaning she's looking for love. And what did I know? Well, I know journalism because I've been a journalist for 15 years. And what was the unusual about it was the fact that I wanted to put the woman in a context that I knew quite well, which is Afghanistan. And I spoke to some of my friends, they said, you'll never fly. People won't believe that, you know, that is the life that, you know, war correspondents live, that they go out drinking, and they go out looking for love, they go out, you know, all these places around in Kabul, they even go out shagging. Still, they wouldn't, people just told me that, you know, it's not going to be a believable book. And I persisted and I said, look, I just really want to write this and I think it'll be a great idea. And when I approached the publishers, they absolutely loved it. And so I suppose to answer your question is that, you know, I didn't really want to reinvent the genre, but I felt, you know, the whole genre left me cold, and the whole, the idea of bringing Afghanistan into chick lit was, you know, bringing a little bit more oomph to the women's writing and giving it a little bit more of a, you know, adventurous aura, and giving it a little bit more a sort of, you know, because lots of war books that we read, you know, anybody's here read Andy McNabb? He's a very famous author that writes books about, you know, the special forces. And, you know, for us girls, yeah, soldiers do it, but not the books themselves. They're all about sort of the hardware war, and, you know, all the machinery has got weird abbreviation names, and, you know, I just jump over them and I'll just get to the interesting bits. And I just felt that, you know, really, to write a war novel, it wasn't my task, but I wanted to have the war as a backdrop. But ultimately the book is about love story and looking for love, and lots of naughty bits in between.
Thank you so much.
Just hold it little up, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Look here, right?
Yeah, left corner, yeah.
Madam, here. No center.
Excuse me, three of you.
Done. Ma'am, here.
Ma'am, yeah, left corner, yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, yeah. Thank you.
Look here. Thank you.